You said nobody beats Tyson Fury, so do you believe Fury beats Jared Anderson and Joe Joyce?
Oh man, I'd never go against my brother. At the end of the day, my brother Jared could be any and everybody, but that's two different things. That's like, when they talk about Boots and Bud, like that's two different kind of things, because that's like Bud is older now. He's not about to fight Boots. That's not no big fight. Jared is young. Tyson Fury and Jared is not gonna fight each other anytime soon, so it's not gonna be I'm not even thinking about like Jared and Tyson Fury. I know Tyson just retired. Now he's about to go hang the gloves up. Now it's time for Jared to take over.
You said Fury is one of the greatest of all time. Do you believe he's greater than like Lennox Lewis?
I mean, I'm just gonna say this, and people gonna hate me for saying this because I gotta be real. I feel like with Tyson Fury's size and weight and his boxing skills, he's one of the hardest fighters to beat ever, like of all time, just because of the fact that he's so, like, he's tall, like, he got skills like a welterweight. So I think he'll give any fighter in our pastime trouble.
Even like Ali or Tyson?
Ali was what, 220?
6'2".
Yeah.
He was 220, like
6'3".
Tyson Fury 6'9", 280. Like that was like, it's fighting a cheat code. Like that's not fair. Like, you feel me?
Shakur, how this fight how do you want this fight to be remembered after the years? Because it could be a historic fight.
I want this fight to be remembered that I dominated the fight and I went in there and I controlled the fight, and like a lot of Floyd fights, so Sugar Ray Leonard or Pernell Whitaker, you watch them dudes, they go in there, they dominate their fights, and I want it to be like that.
So you want to write a beautiful story so you can tell to your grandkids when the time comes.
Yeah, I want to be known as one of the fighters who fought the fighters in their prime, fought them at their best, and I fought Oscar Valdez when it was time, and I went in there, I beat him at his best.
Should be fighting on this big stage at the Indian Grand like this big historic fights. What does it mean?
I feel good. I feel like I'm coming into a superstar. I feel like I'm going to be a superstar, a real superstar, like Canelo Alvarez kind of superstar, as my career grows, and I feel like it's happening. This is all a part of the course.
Shakur, I got to ask you about this just because I'm like a boxing fan too. I saw you sparring with Terrence Crawford in that photo. Can you tell me about those sparring sessions? Like, how is it sparring Terrence?
I came up a little different than everybody. I kind of keep sparring in the gym, but I will say Terrence pushed me. He pushed me all the time. Every time we spar, he pushed me to new levels.
Yeah, I'm not asking if you got the better of him, but like how is it to be in there with him? Like, what makes him so difficult, so tricky when you're in there with him?
I feel good being in there with Terrence Crawford, but he's a special fighter. Like, Bud is a thinker. He can do everything. There's nothing Terrence Crawford can't do in the ring. He got speed, power. He can switch orthodox, switch southpaw. Terrence Crawford is a blessed fighter who got it all.
So based on that,
we're gonna do one more
with the Spence fight?
Okay,
I don't know.
Let's focus on this fight. With
much love to both fighters.
Jamel Herring told me that timing was going to be the thing Valdez is going to have the most trouble with you. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that. But like I said, it's different fighters. Styles make fights. You can't look at Oscar Valdez like he's a Jamel Herring because it's two different type of fighters. And he's probably going to come in there and try to do something different. Jamel Herring is more so a boxer, a boxing puncher. And Valdez is more so a brawler, puncher. So
you really don't think he's going to box? I know you said that he thought he was trying to trick you up there, but you really don't think he'll attempt to box you?
Who would think that? Like, I think, if you really think about it, like, can you imagine him coming out boxing for 5-6 rounds and then he'll be down 6 rounds and then gotta make up for lost time? And I don't think that's a smart idea. So I think that he's saying that to try to trick me. I think he's being a veteran, using his experience, had me think he's gonna go in there boxing. I think he's gonna back up and round one come out winging. So that's what I see.
I'm curious. This will be my last one.
Thanks,
I spoke to Teofimo when he felt that this fight was 50-50, and I asked him why. When a lot of people had you as a favorite, and he said Shakur doesn't like to be pressured, and Oscar does really bad against boxers. I'm just curious about your thoughts on maybe some people saying this could be a 50-50 fight and the contrast of the styles.
I don't know what he's talking about. At the end of the day, he's talking about I don't like to be pressured, but y'all remember me fighting Joet Gonzalez, right? Joet Gonzalez was a solid fighter who tried to pressure me, and I outboxed him. So I don't know what he was talking about. I don't know what he meant. But you know, that's his opinion. At the end of the day, you can't take his opinion away from him. He got his own opinion. He can believe what he wants. I just got to show him that I'm the better fighter.
Thanks, guys.
All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, then this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called ScalpCarolinas Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to ScalpCarolinas.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.
My name is Chris, and I'm all the way here from Anchorage, Alaska at ScalpCarolinas, and I'm here for my second treatment of SMP. Well, I was sitting at home one day and going over my Facebook page, and they have different, like advertisements popping up, and I saw one for SMP. And I saw some pictures of some guys, before and after, and I was looking at that, and it caught my attention. So I Googled it. SMP, nothing showed up in my area. So, I did a little more research, and all of a sudden, ScalpCarolinas popped up in the web browser. So I started watching his videos and seeing all the reaction from all the other people. We talked on the phone, we made appointments and everything. I sent him pictures, and he looked at them, and I was like, can you fix this? And, he pretty much said, no problem. My first session, he made me feel extremely comfortable. It was almost like I was talking to family. He started, and during the whole treatment, we talked and, about our families and our life, and, and things that he does and things that I do. And before I know it, the first session was over. When you see someone doing something that they love, as much as I see Enoch Glover love what he does, it shows in his work. I wouldn't point anyone in any other direction but here to North Carolina, ScalpCarolinas, to get this done.
Fellas, I've got some great news for you. If you've lost your hair or have a receding hairline, the time has come when you can finally get your hairline back through a process called scalp micropigmentation. So here's how it works. It's a hair tattoo that replicates the look of your hair follicles when you have fully shaved it down. So to get this hookup, make sure you follow and contact my man ScalpCarolinas on Instagram.